Hey guys, welcome back to Kal-El Soups 808. So hot off the press, an employee from PCS has spoke up about the Rockies 3 and 4 portraits, and there's some other news as well. Now this news came in less than an hour ago as I record this video, so guys, if you appreciate stuff like that, if you appreciate me bringing this news to you in a timely manner, and if you enjoy content like this, do the usual. Click that like button for me, it really helps out the channel and I really do appreciate it. Also, if you're not subscribed to the channel, make sure you are subscribed. And without further ado, let's get into it. So as most of you will know, PCS has a Facebook group and the admins are very often known to jump in and defend products, and sometimes they actually can come across as a little emotional and a little bit unreasonable sometimes, and then every now and again they'll come out with an actual justified reason as to why something is the way it is. So less than an hour ago, Ant Adams, who's an employee of PCS, said this on Facebook. So he says, "Let me go ahead and chime in on Rocky 3 and 4. These prototypes have been sitting painted for 2 years now. As everyone knows, we paid to have the portrait resculpted for Rockies 1 and 2 many times. We have adjusted the portrait for Rocky 3 and Rocky 4 in our sample sent to China. We also changed the front hair for Rocky 3 and Rocky 4 to be different between the two versions, like we did for Rocky and Rocky 2. Attached is a picture of the parts we sent to China. Image is a little old as we actually slimmed his cheeks more to match better as well. Also, retail should be $1,300, not $1,400. We set it at $1,300. So this is where I have to chime in a little bit, guys. $1,300 to $1,400. Well, the Rocky 1 and 2, which was a superior stature and likeness to this, was around $1,100 US, not 13, not 14. It was $1,100. So I don't know why the massive price hike on essentially the same statue with an inferior portrait. But anyway, let's read on. So then it goes on to say, so you ask why we didn't update the painted prototype and photos. Well, this line has actually not been successful. With each release, the orders went down, to the point we weren't going to even release Rockies 3 or 4 to lose more money. So we decided to launch as is, and the changes would just be in the final. If he sells well, then we produce him. If he doesn't sell well, then we just cancel without having put more money in 3D printing again and repainting again and reshooting the photos again. Hopefully the 1/4 line is more successful." And then one of the very first replies to that post was something I found quite interesting. I won't name this person, but he says, "Rocky is a wanted character, make no mistake there. Stallone in general is a wanted character. All you have to do is look at Blitzway. Hard to find and sells for high price on the secondary." This is true. This line has had so much stick due to Rocky 1 and Rocky 2 prototype. Its pics were way off. I agree that. I've done videos about that before, so yeah, bang on. Regardless of what it's like in hand, the advert didn't scream Stallone. It was the total opposite until the piece was released. Only then were the pics updated on the Cybershow website, etc. But by then the damage was done, and everyone had lost interest, and the same is now happening for parts 3 and 4. Everyone says it doesn't look like Stallone, and they are correct. It doesn't. So why is anyone going to buy a statue that doesn't represent the character from the advert? You claim in your post this line hasn't sold well, and if these don't sell well, you will cancel them. I don't run a business and I love what you people do, but this has been very poor marketing from the start and should have been pushed back until it was ready, i.e. sculpt and advert pics. Interesting. And then Ant also made a comment in response to something else. Not as many Rocky fans as you would think at this price point, sadly. Now, there are millions of Rocky fans in the world, and millions of people would love a Rocky statue. Not at this price point. Well, this goes back to something I said in my last video about the Star Ace quarter scale Rocky. If you haven't checked that out, go back and check that out, feel free. Not everybody wants 1/3 scale. It takes up a lot of real estate. It seems to be a bit of a weird thing lately. Everyone's go, oh, I want 1/3 scale, I want 1/3 scale. And I think a lot of the time it's just a flex. And a lot of these times people don't actually intend to buy them because they are bloody expensive. Oh, I'm going to buy the 1/3. I'm going to buy that 1/3. We need 1/3. Well, not everybody wants 1/3. fact, the vast majority of collectors I know refuse to collect 1/3 because it's just too big and too expensive. Quarter scale is the way to go. You can have a fantastic collection, quite affordable in quarter scale. That's the way it always was until this fairly recent trend of 1/3 scale crap. Like, I'm not interested. It's too expensive. When it's that expensive, you kind of price a lot of people out, and then you have a price point like $1,300–$1,400 and up for a statue. And when you are paying that much for a statue, I'm sorry, but you want perfection. Like, you want as near as damn it to perfection. When you are buying a 1/4 scale and you're paying like half the price for that, then people aren't quite as picky, generally. You're always going to get some picky bastards. But generally, people are a little bit more forgiving if they don't have to shell out as much coin. Anyway, it looks like PCS are actually kind of realizing that, and they have, in a roundabout way, announced that they are going to be doing a Rocky quarter scale line. I predict that that line will be more successful. I just hope that not too much damage has been done to the company with this debacle. It's been a bit of a drama. And I've covered a lot of this drama extensively on this channel. If you want to check out the previous videos, if you haven't, go back and check them out, feel free. I've done lots of videos on this Rocky line. And for those of you wondering, I'm not a PCS basher, I'm actually a fan. I own lots of their statues. But I'm also honest. When they F up, I'll say so. And when they do great stuff, I'll praise them. So to summarize, guys, they did intend to change the 3 and 4 portraits. They sent the pieces to China, but the line isn't doing as well as they thought, and so they didn't want to change the prototypes and spend more money on it, so the final pieces may or may not be altered. And also, in a roundabout way, they announced that they are doing a 1/4 scale Rocky line. So, we shall see. I also, though, found out just yesterday that Blitzway officially announced, although it's not public knowledge yet, that they are going to be pursuing the Rocky line as well. They already did a Rocky 2 in his like regular clothes and his hat with Butkus the dog. They did that a few years ago. That was really good. But they are going to be doing some more, so stay tuned for more news with the Blitzway Rocky line. And as and when I know anything, I will let you guys know. I'll also keep you guys updated with regard to the PCS 1/4 scale Rocky line. So guys, if you appreciate that, like I said earlier, if you haven't dropped that like already, just click that like button. It really helps the channel out, and I appreciate it. And if you're not subscribed to the channel, well, make sure you are subscribed and switch on that notification bell so you don't miss out on any future content. And with that said, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I will catch you in the next video.